Howdy, everybody. Welcome to the very first weekly update video. I'll be producing weekly update videos for the entire course, which, by the way, this is the summer of 2022. It's only a 5-week course. So there won't be that many weekly update videos, but there is important information that will be found in there. They'll generally be produced on Thursday and published on that day. So you'll get in an email announcement also found on the weekly content page. So please watch them. That's where we kind of go over things that are going to be, that we did last week. We'll talk about what's coming on the week to come. Speaking of which, this is a 16-week of material condensed to 5 weeks. That means you can't get behind, because if you fall behind just a little bit, you don't have time to catch up. We are going to, in this week, cover 20% of the material. 20% of the material each week. If you've taken some of my full semester online courses, you've got an idea of how it's set up. You just got to scrunch it down because it's going to come at you really fast. So let me get out of the way and we'll look and see what we do have going on this week. First, we've got the introductory portion of the course, where I actually have a video, the introductory video, that walks you through how the course is set up. We talk about the course syllabus, we talk about the discussions, talk about the research paper, which, by the way, is due real quick. So you need to start working on it right away. Start figuring out who you're going to interview and get your interview done this week. Yes, this week. So sometime in the next 7 days, find someone to interview and interview them. If you have problems figuring out who to interview, send me an email and we'll kind of go over it. I'll set up a video conference with you and we can go over it. I do have other office hours, actually set office hours, but for online students, it's probably easier to send me an email and we'll set up a time that's mutually convenient to you. For this course. I'll pull up the office hours. Well, let me go ahead and go to that right now. So let's see, I've got my office hours are actually set from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Monday and Tuesday, and 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Wednesday and Thursday. But the key point is right below that, it says also available by appointment. Please do not drive to campus without talking to me first. Even during I'm in my office hours, I will be teaching in the police academy. I'm not sure which days I'm scheduled, but if I'm teaching class, I won't be in the office. In addition, the college has graciously given the faculty here, or the entire staff, 3 COVID days that we have to take by August 1st. So 3 of the 5 weeks on Wednesdays, I will not be here. You can find me at Schlitterbahn with my granddaughter. Probably won't be answering much questions. It's kind of hard to bring your computer on those water slides, but that's why I'm saying make sure I'm here first. Make an appointment. Most of the things we can handle through a video conference anyway, so you don't have to drive to campus. Now, if you're already on campus, that's great. Come on by. Just don't make a special trip here to find out that I'm down in the S building teaching the police academy. Okay, so let me get back over to what we're doing this week. So again, that is part of the introductory is selecting your research paper. Kind of got off on the topic of contacting me if you can't figure out who to interview. I'm not going to give you the name of a person. I'm going to give you some general ideas. I may suggest a couple names depending on the topic that you select, but you really need to get this work done. And the introductory, the kind of difference between the full semester class and the summer class is because we're looking at 2 or 3 chapters each week. You're going to, I've kind of separated the material into subfolders that I wouldn't normally have for the full semester. So first folder you'd be looking at is the introductory folder. And in this folder, you're going to look at the introductory video. Again, that shows you how to navigate the course. You'll look, I've got a link to download the second textbook we're going to be using, which is the Texas Juvenile Justice Handbook. I think this is the wrong edition here. We're on a new edition, so I'll have to check that. Of the Texas Handbook. When they change, they don't change much. It's put together by the Texas Attorney General's office. It doesn't cost you. You can download it if you want to print the whole thing. You can, but it's a PDF version, and you'll be able to pull it up. After you watch the introductory video, you will have to take an introductory quiz to show me that you know the requirements of the course, and you must make a 100% on it. Now, keeping in mind that you will have the opportunity to retake it as many times as you want. The introductory quiz will be set up, not with Respondus Lockdown. I have to change that verbiage. We now use a program called HonorLock. You will have to take it with the HonorLock system. Not that I'm worried about you cheating on the introductory quiz, but we are required to use proctoring software for accreditation purposes. And I've got the introductory quiz set up with the HonorLock so that you can make sure it works before you take your first exam. So that's the purpose of that. And you will need a webcam, and you will need a microphone on your computer, and you will have to have the full version of Chrome. It works in the Chrome browser only. We got another video on APA, use of APH and plagiarism. Your research paper can't be plagiarized, and it must be written in the APA format. All our communications is going to be sent through email. That's the college official method of communication. If you don't check your college email on a daily basis, and you do check your personal email, you can use the Outlook to forward your college email to your personal email. That way you can read it. Just don't respond to it, because you'll be responding back to your own college email. You have to open up the college email to respond. And then here's a video on HonorLock. It tells you how to use HonorLock if you haven't. If you've used it, it's fairly simple. It works most of the time. I say most of the time. And if it's not working on your computer, you can contact their tech support, and they are very good about helping you through with it. Occasionally, it's something that's come up on my end, and if they do tell you, check with your instructor, let me know. There's always some changes that come forth. They've had some bugs in the system and some workarounds. I think everything's been cleared up, but I'm not positive. So if you do have a problem and they say, we can't fix it, this is something with your instructor, please contact me immediately. Send me an email. If I'm in my office, you can call the office. Chances are be in hours outside. That's kind of with the online classes. Another good thing to do is to actually go into the Ask Your Instructor forum and make a response there. I will get an email on that. I'll show you that in a minute. That way also your fellow students will have the opportunity of knowing there's a question with it. Next thing you'll need to do is do the discussion board of introducing yourself. Simply introduce yourself. You'll have to have somebody respond. You'll want to respond to others, welcome each other. There's only 5 students in the class, so please kind of talk to each other. And then we have the research paper. Again, you click on this link, and it should bring you to the research paper tab. And it does, so that's good. Sometimes my links get messed up. And then this is where you can pick your research paper topic. You'll want to do that and get working on it, because you really should interview your person sometime this week. You can contact your fellow students also. They may be able to help you on finding somebody, but be sure you let me know. The other thing, well, that's it for the introductory portion. So then you would go back to your main tab, and we've got Chapter 1. And in Chapter 1 folder, you will have the video. If you have trouble sleeping, watching these videos generally allows you to get to sleep. No, hopefully they won't not put you to sleep. Yes, I'm not a Hollywood actor, obviously, and our voiceover recorder, but they are PowerPoint, narrated PowerPoints. You can stop them, go back and forward. Keep in mind, somewhere hidden in these is in one of these presentations is a bonus question for your exam. So that's 5 points. That's free. Just watch the video and find it, and won't give you the answer, but it'll tell you what the question is, and you simply answer it. Once you've watched this video, read the chapter in the book, then you need to take the quiz. You will need to make a 70 on the quiz before you move forward. Now, you're not going to see chapter 1 until you've made at least a 100 on that introductory quiz. It's done automatic by Blackboard, so just got to retake it till you make a 100. You have as many tries as you need. Quiz 1 is set up so you have to make at least a 70 on it before you can go on to chapter 2. Now, the good thing about this is it's set up so you can take the quiz as many times as you want. It's also set up so that you always get your highest grade. So if you make a 90 on it, you can retake it and make 100, or you can retake it and make a 70. It doesn't matter. You still have your 90. But you have the unlimited chances to retake the quiz. So, if you're concerned about your grades, and I hope everybody is to a degree, keep retaking it till you make that 100. And then finally, for this first chapter, you'll have a discussion post where you'll need to post. It's 2 different things on it. One, you have to tell us what you found most interesting about the chapter, and second, it's an exam review. So you will complete every answer to the best of your ability, and then submit it, by cutting and pasting it directly into the discussion boards. And you will be doing follow-up on these. This should help you study for the exams. So again, on this week, we've got chapters 1, 2, and then we've got the first portion of the juvenile justice system text coming from the Attorney General's office. And it's actually the 2020 version. I have to get back in that introductory section, or the Start Here section, and update it. I'll actually just copy this one over. And again, it's a good handbook. It tells you all about the laws, what we do with juveniles. Even though, a lot of students that I have were just juveniles very recently, it's amazing that they don't know the juvenile laws in Texas. And quite frankly, as police officers, most officers don't know the juvenile laws as well as they know the adult laws. When I was an officer, I always deferred to the juvenile officers when I had questions about how to do something with a juvenile, because it's a little bit different. So this handbook is really good. I've learned a lot from it. And again, it's the same thing. You've got the discussion, you've got the quizzes, and so forth. If you have any questions for this course, please send me an email, and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. If it's something we need to go over, we can always set up a video conference, and I can share screens and actually show you things on the screen, so that works out well. Remember, I do not expect to talk to you if you have questions during my office hours. I expect to talk to you when it's convenient for both of us. That may be, 9 o'clock at night. It may be 8 o'clock in the morning during my office hours. It may be 6 o'clock in the morning if you're working the night shift and that's the most convenient time for you. I get up at 5 o'clock. Probably 6:30 in the morning, because I run, and it's about 6 o'clock by the time I get back from my running. So I guess the key point is here, don't think we're locked to those office hours in order to communicate, because we're not. I mean, this is an online class. I don't expect you to be just available during those narrow hours, but communicate with me. There may be glitches in Blackboard. This material was imported from 2 years ago. Blackboard import works well about 90% of the time. We go in there and click on different tabs and posts and Sometimes I miss things. Sometimes there's a hiccup in Blackboard and I don't know about it. If something's not available that you think should be available, email me. Or go into that the discussion, ask the instructor discussion board, and I will get an email that way, and we'll try to fix it. Particularly if you think it's something that involves the other students, that would be where to go. And I've mentioned the Ask Your Instructor. Let me go ahead and show you where that is. You get back out of the way. If you go back to the bottom of each week, and the Ask Your Instructors right here, one of the things that I would ask everybody to do, this will say subscribe right here. Click on that. What that does is anytime someone asks a question, it sends you an email to alert you that there is a new discussion in the discussion board. I have been using this for about 3 years, I guess, maybe a little bit longer than that. I have never had a class where we had more than 3 questions in any one particular week, nor more than 10 questions during the entire semester. So don't worry about you getting inundated with all kinds of emails from people submitting questions. It will be limited, hopefully, to pertinent things, but it can be very informative. So please click on that. Well, that's all I have. Generally speaking, these weekly updates will be under 5 minutes. Obviously, this one at 16 minutes is longer than normal. But again, it's the first one, so I wish you all luck, and hopefully we'll have a great semester together. I will talk to you later.